Hello, and welcome to this session on mind maps for effective project management. My name is Maneesh, and I'm extremely passionate about mind maps and project management. It was purely by accident that I stumbled on the concept of mind maps in 2010 when I came across the book How to Mind Map by Mr. Tony Buzan. I started experimenting with the concept, and the encouraging results motivated me to quit my job to become a licensed instructor for this subject and spread the awareness about it to a wider audience. I'm sure you'll find several ideas in this course which will help you to manage not only your projects better, but also you will discover a number of areas where mind mapping can be applied on a daily basis. I would be very happy if at the end of the course I'm able to showcase fully to you the benefits of mind maps for managing projects better, and in the process also pass on my passion for the subject to you. With that, let's get started. A project is all about creation, but managing project demands creativity. This course is based on my book Mind Maps for Effective Project Management and is available on all leading online bookstores including Amazon in both ebook and paperback format. With this course, you get access to 40 ready to use mind map templates. Some of the key templates will be presented in this course, whereas the others are explained in detail in the book itself. To get your access enabled, all you have to do is drop me an email at manish.dutt@outlook.com with the subject Enable Access to Mind Map Templates Online Course, and within 2 working days you'll receive the access details along with instructions on how to access and use the mind map templates. The project management discipline has many a times been cursed as an overhead, thus abandoned by many organizations, especially when the project is under pressure. With mind maps, you will learn a new, light and fun-filled way of managing projects better. Let's look at how this course will benefit you. A mind map is fundamentally a thinking tool. As has been proven by a number of researchers worldwide, it facilitates creative thinking. So first and foremost, by learning how to mind map, you will enhance your creative thinking. If you already have some experience in managing projects, you would know that a project can fail due to a number of reasons. Mind maps help provide that extra dash of creativity required to overcome many project challenges and hence deliver successful projects. You will identify opportunities for mind mapping in your daily work, such as conducting meetings, making presentations, or even taking notes. Once you complete this course, you will intuitively be able to apply mind mapping to even those areas not covered in this course. You will learn the steps for deploying mind maps at an organizational level. Mind map being a radical shift from the way we normally work, it is important that you have some additional resources beyond this training program to help you continue your journey of mind mapping. A number of such resources will be shared in the concluding module. And as mentioned previously, you also get free access to 40 mind map ready to use templates with which you can kickstart your journey of mind mapping. Okay, let's have a look at the course outline first. We start with an introduction to mind maps, learning the steps of making one, followed by a broad overview on how they can be used for managing projects better. In Module 3, 4 and 5, we learn how mind maps can help overcome frequent challenges you may face during the project start, execution and at closure. In Module 6, we look at suggested steps for an organizational deployment of mind maps. And the last module presents additional resources to give you the necessary momentum to continue your journey of mind mapping. At the end, we have a short exercise which provides you an opportunity to get direct feedback from me on one of your mind map. So let's move on to module 1 now. Let's look at the steps of making an effective mind map, which are based on the extensive brain research done by Mr. Tony Buzan and his team. We use a blank paper in landscape format and start in the center with an image of the topic. The center is the key because, as you will see, the ideas documented in a mind map radiate from the center of the diagram, similar to the branches or root system of a tree. We begin by drawing main branches from the central image. The central lines are thicker, organic, and flowing, becoming thinner as they radiate out from the center. Also remember, straight lines are boring to the brain, whereas the brain gets intrigued and involved with curvilinear lines. Hence, always use curved lines in a mind map. Words. We use one keyword per branch. Keywords work well with images to convey information similar to the way slides work in presentation. The one word per branch rule may seem restrictive at first. However, rather than limiting your wording, the rule actually gives explosive freedom to the cognitive and other intelligences, says Mr. Tony Buzan. In fact, you would recall in your school and college days you were unconsciously using this one word rule when you highlighted important words in your text which would act as anchors for your thoughts and learning. We use images, symbols, codes, and dimensions throughout a mind map. Words are important, but pictures make it easier and faster to communicate information visually. Similarly, symbols, codes, and dimensions provide a mental shorthand to speed up the communication process. Of course, these different symbols, code, and dimension should be simple enough that a wide variety of people can easily interpret what's in the mind map. We use colors throughout. We use minimum of 3 colors in a mind map, which helps the brain engage better with the subject on hand. The colors are important because they provide an extra dimension of information and they've been proven to help your brain interpret the data more effectively. We maintain a radial hierarchy in a mind map. A mind map may look a bit messy at times, but looking closer you will find that there is a basic ordering of ideas in a radial hierarchy. And what is radial hierarchy? Put simply, radial hierarchy is information organized by most important information in the center and more detailed information situated further away from the diagram center. So this is what a complete mind map would look like. The mind map structure closely resembles the way the neurons are arranged in our brain. So, a mind map in effect helps us make visible our thought process as it works in the brain. And there are many more examples of radial or branching hierarchy in nature. Flowers, our blood circulation system, trees, water crystals, etc. It is almost as if nature is spilling its secret all around us, which may not have been noticed by us so far. What is even more interesting is this. You see two very similar pictures, one of the brain cell of a rat and other a simulated image of the universe. The radiant structure, the foundation of a mind map, is ever so evident in the micro creation as well as the macro creation. If the creation in nature ever so often depends on these radiant structure, then is it not time that we get inspired from this and use the same principle while working on our man-made creations, which rely ever so often on the principles of project management? So, are we having high failure rates in projects because we have possibly missed out using the radiant reality seen all around in nature? Are all these the real reasons for project failure, or are we failing in projects simply because we are using traditional project management practices? So if your projects are already suffering from such reasons, then this course will help develop an entirely new approach to managing projects more effectively. It will help individuals and teams harness their full creative potentials while managing projects. With that, we come to the end of module 1. A quick summary of what we've learned so far. We have been introduced to mind maps and learned the steps of making an effective mind map. We saw how nature demonstrates a radial hierarchy in the micro as well as the macro creations. Finally, we looked at some of the routine challenges faced in projects, and now we will see in the subsequent modules how mind maps can help face these challenges much more effectively and efficiently. With that, let's move on to module 2.